records was the records that's taken off.
Of course.
And you like, wait a minute.
But if that ain't really you, then you made a sacrifice that you gotta live with.
I can't live with that. I can't live with that. I have to do this on my terms. I have to do rap. I have to do hip hop on my terms. And I don't mean to sound like a whiny bitch after this game to pay me as much as it paid me and allow me to live my life the last 15 years how I wanted to. Like, I have to apologize to the game for not being that sacrifice. But I will not, sometimes when I listen to what we're talking about, I'm so far removed from that that it's almost like it's almost like I'm the poison. You know what I'm saying? It's like I got my shooters with me, and my shooters with me is strictly with me to keep me safe. But they listening to my records and they hearing, they hearing me call girls bitches. They hearing me talk about selling dope. They hearing me talk about shooting niggas, and I don't feel like at this point, you know what I mean? Like at this point, I wanted to be past that. I wanted to not be the nigga that was contributing to the homicide, and because I done it enough. And it was and in order. That's what made me so mad about the white folks. I'm like, you motherfuckers don't understand. You come in, you perpetrate our shit, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't mad. We take some shit from y'all too. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, let some of us run it. I don't understand. I don't understand why. You see, like for instance, somebody should have came to you and gave you a sack already. Somebody should, in my opinion, somebody should have said, "Hey man, y'all sat down in that motherfucking record store forever, trying to make something out of nothing. Why did nobody come and try? Hey man, look, we got a building over here. We got this situation here. I see you writing. I see you listening to niggas shit. Cause it's hard for me to listen to people's records, see. And for all this variety of music, through the, what is it? What you at now? 17, 18?
What?
Your music series, 27.
I don't remember, man. It's been a minute.
But what was you at when you stopped? Like 40?
Some.
You was far. You was, last time I checked it, I know I seen 14, and then I think I seen 27. Anyway, I learned. I used to check on that shit. I used to be mad at you, but I used to check on it because I wanted to see if you were still avidly listening, because that itself is a skill. And I'm looking and I'm like, all
What
this.
you think about it?
It was a great idea.
You know what I'm saying? What you think about what you was listening to?
It was your style of music. It was a pick of what you thought was. Let's just say if I had money, I would have invested in you. I would have thought that for you to continue that in an aggressive manner, you know what I'm saying, would have been good for the game, But I've always supported things like that. You know what I mean? Like you see, I still got my Raw Authentic shirt. I had 5 of them. To this day, the Raw Authentic clothing line is only one of the true to fit lines. Like really true to size. You know what I mean? These niggas have 4X shirts, they not 4Xs. They're not 3. This shirt was true to size. Like it almost came out of store. You know what I mean? So I had this shirt for 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Still got it. Love, hope, dope, truth, proof, all that shit still in my bed. I still have it because it's a quality product. You don't keep bullshit products that long. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, those are the things that make me mad, G. That you got so much potential and we don't have any big homies. Minnesota's the land of no big homies. You don't have a big homie. Yeah, what's up, cuz? You crippin'? Yeah, I'm crippin'. Alright, what's up, blood? What you boozy, whatever the fuck. But ain't nobody saying, hey, listen, if you go to school, I'm gonna put you in the studio. And when you done with your album, to show you I love you, I'm gonna put your album out. But this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put your album out. I'm gonna get you 1,000 CDs. You gonna sell them and pay me all my money back. You see what I'm saying? They don't have this type of thing here. You don't have it where older niggas here. You got older niggas suffocating young niggas because the older niggas was suffocated by their older niggas, and it took them till they was 40 for this 50-year-old nigga to get out the way. Cause this 50-year-old nigga been wanting to rap since he was 25. So he all in the way.
Do you feel like you in the way right now for the younger generation?
I ain't dropped the album, man. I ain't dropped a record in 9 months.
I'm just saying, do you feel like you in the way, or you feel like you could help the younger generation more with the knowledge and the resources that you have access to? Can you be helping more?
I got Ruger. I got Ruger. You know, I built Ruger up from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? I help. I got Skinny. I co-manage Skinny. You know what I'm saying? I got OG Grip. I kind of like, he want me to manage him, but what I do is I just give him everything I can give him, because if I give him a title, then I need some money. You know what I'm saying? So you got DB, you know, DB counsel with me. Every chance he get, he don't make a move without being Fats, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Earn from the Street Kings, he runs a filming company. We just hired them to do, you know what I'm saying, 4 or 5 different projects for the label. J Estate, you know what I'm saying, J Estate, I just put him on a 50 thing. You know, I signed a partnership marketing deal with Southside Liquors, with Chicago Liquors. Mm-hmm. So, you know, we decided to bring 50 to the liquor store last Saturday. You know what I mean? He came to the liquor store, it was a hit. You know what I mean? So I put Jay on there because I watched these niggas grind from nothing. Like, you didn't even know what you want to do in life. Now you doing this, and it's working for you. So all I can do is support, help and support. Now, when I drop my records, my records don't go here. My records go here. So if I drop a record, the Source.com will pick it up. Vibe.com will pick it up. And they're going to get to talking about melodic sounds and hard-driven bass and all that other bullshit that they be fluffing your shit up with. But that's how they do it, nigga, when you've been in the industry that long. And as far as my little niggas, they know if there's anything I can do, anything I can write, anything I can say, any reference, just let me know, because I don't want y'all to have to go through what I went through in this rapping shit. You know, I went through a lot of shit, and it's not worth it. That shit'll break your heart, George. You know what I'm saying? So, like, as far as being in the way, no, I don't think I'm in the way. You know what I mean? And if I felt like I was in the way, I would remove myself. I would get out of it, because you only got one chance to be young. You only got one chance when you first come and you green and you don't know everybody is a snake and you just happy to be part of some shit and you giving your all. And then you meet this old ass bitter nigga who mad and he want to tell you this and tell you that and fuck your whole shit. So I'm never gonna be that person. I love my little niggas. I love my little niggas, and and another thing. And remember I said this first. The game can no longer be sold because the streets is fucked up. So the game has to be told now. We can't keep waiting and trying to sell these niggas game. We need to sit their ass down and give it to them and reset the streets. Because if we reset the streets, then they will know, they will understand protocol and what you're talking about. They don't understand now. They don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, what? Man, I ain't finna do this, I ain't finna do that. And you like, damn, you like institutionalized on the street. Like, your ass is crazy. Like, who the fuck 16 with a chopper? Who the fuck 16 popping pills? Your brain ain't even fully functioned yet. Your shit ain't even through growing yet. I'm like, so, man, this shit fucked up. This shit is fucked up out here. But what I really wanted to talk to you about, what I was talking about on the book, is that I want all the power heads to come together. I don't want people who don't have power. I don't want people who don't have assets. People who've never done nothing on their own. I don't want that. I want nothing to do with you. I want people like us, me, you, Varma, people who actually are in the game every day and have skin in the game to sit down and figure out certain things. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it might be. You know, let's figure this out. Let's work together. No matter how much it hurt us, no matter, let's just try it. Let's just try it one time and see what the fuck happens. Because at the end of the day, it's like all of us trying to do this and trying to do that, and we all running around like this. And we might eventually get it done, but it take half the time if we just allow somebody else to help. It takes half the fucking time. So I'm like, so that shit, like, we have to stop playing. These white boys, they taking over the game. They paying each other. They helping each other out. They keeping the money in their circle. You know what I mean? They get an opportunity. They keep the opportunity in their circle. And I'm like, when you put Ritz on it, come on, Ritz on a 50 Cent show, bro. Come on, man. That's like having Justin Bieber on a fucking Bone show or something, bro. Like, that shit didn't even make any sense at all. And nobody said, everybody was tripping, but motherfuckers let that shit go. Motherfuckers let that shit go. So like I told dude, I was like, listen, that shit is just, it's prejudice. You know that a nigga is the only person that can demand this much attention. I'm sorry if that sounds prejudiced, but go look at the books. Out of 100 million rappers, there's only 2 white boys that's been able to demand that type of popularity. One is Eminem, and the other is Malcolm. So it's like we don't even see that type of success out of your genre. So why are you pushing that agenda ahead of this agenda? Like, you see what I'm saying? That don't make sense. We selling an inferior product, George. We selling prof. We selling, who we selling? We selling, I don't even know, atmosphere. We selling Brother Ali. Like, these are our products. God bless them because somebody's going to buy them. But if Atmosphere was black, you know how big he'd be? He'd be huge. If Brother Ali was black, you know how huge he would be? These niggas would be huge in a motherfucker. But they white, so they can only go so far. Now you give a nigga that same opportunity and put him in a place like they put the white people, and it's over. It's over. And then think about this. You like, what color is the hip hop fans? Do black people really support music? No, they don't. At all. But guess where we live at? In a place full of white folks. And what makes it so better, is they spend all this money on Tiger, and oh my God, I love Rick Ross. Imagine if they had their own. Imagine if they had their own hero, bro. Their own hero. Man, they throw a bag of money at that nigga. If they can say, oh, who do you think you are, Minnesota Fats? But they said, I be like, they spend all this money on out of town niggas. A Minnesota icon can make all the money in the world. Them hoes gonna throw him all the money. The endorsements gonna throw him all the money. Like all of it. Like that.
Do you want to be that? Is that what keeps you going, man? You want to be that nigga?
What keeps me going is I am that nigga. If you talk to the industry outside of Minnesota, they say, oh, I know facts. I know facts. This is who I know out of Minnesota. One of the guys from Minnesota went up to New York and found Snoop. And he was like, hey, Snoop, can I get a shout out from Minnesota? And Snoop got on the camera and was like, hey, shout out to my player partner, Minnesota Fats. I was sleeping. I was in somewhere asleep. And he gave that shout out, and I thought to myself, like that's it. We need a group of real niggas. If I get you, George, and I put you in a room with Plies and GZ, say for instance, we doing a show and we backstage, like the big shows, like the Summer Jam or something, and we all back there kicking it. I'm praying that by the time you get out the room, niggas ain't looking at you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, some of niggas weird. I'm praying you go in there, you kick it, put your feet up in this bitch. They like, oh shit, this nigga Minnesota nigga ain't playing. He about his shit. I want to fuck with him. But that's the thing, like, Minnesota has to have a really tough mentality about stop playing so much. Let's get to the money. Because with power comes respect. And they look at you and they be like, yeah, that's facts. That's a real nigga. He a solid nigga. Mayhem. Stop doing goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we was talking and I'm like, he had threatened the gang about being single. And when we talked about it, he was like, well, I would have moved on him if his manager, and I'm like, okay, whatever you say, that ain't got nothing to do with that. But what I do have something to do with is I've spent a lot of time making Minnesota name solid. Like, this is a solid name. Like, you don't have to worry about us getting punked, thinking weird or nothing. Every nigga gonna be like me. But I'm like, hell yeah, fuck it, let's go. Let's get it. If every nigga like you, let's go. Then you get in a room with a couple niggas and they, man, all that little bullshit, and they're gonna lick. They're gonna lick right there. Ain't nobody like, say you can sense it, you come in fast. I know you tired, bro. I know shit been fucked up the last couple of weeks, but we on a mission. Stall me out, do it for me. Stall me out. I know you fucked up, I know you tired, I know all of that. Stall it out, do this for me. And when I get that motherfucking award, and I'm standing up there with that award, I'm like, I thought about G-Ball speech. I had never been up here without that speech, G-Ball. Thank you for my Grammy. I like to thank my nigga Greg. You know what I'm saying? I like to thank Jeff and Tony, and most of all, for that speech, I like to thank my nigga George. George gave me, as a man, gave me the energy to keep moving. As a man, though. You know what I'm saying? Not as a fan, a groupie, as a man. Like, facts, you gotta keep pushing, you gotta, and we don't have that. We don't have any, nothing. You could do the band, like you say. You do all this type of shit, and everybody act like they love you, but don't nobody appreciate what you're doing. And the people who do appreciate what you're doing, they say see you to the opposite way, like I be saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm complaining about shit, but you know I'm watching, you know I'm reading it. So I'm like, George, you ain't even, you put backpack soda, and so and all these other guys over here, why my record ain't on here? But I'm watching and I'm listening. And for you, you should be thinking like that. Long as Fast is complaining about me not putting them on here. You know what I'm saying? As long as I know this motherfucker got my shit. So if you steady buying my shit, I'm doing something right because you steady complaining. But like I told you, when I was addicted. I was addicted to the information, and I was like, the fucked up world is how there's no reason why George, Fats, all of us should be on the same team working 100, 200 miles away from here right now. On the sitting on the bus talking shit. But that's what I desire. I desire a team full of real niggas. And I don't know if that'll ever happen or something. But that's the problem. At the end of the day, we don't have adult hustlers We don't have people who are uncomfortable, that uncomfortable, to where they have to make it to the next level. Because I don't even know about this level. I hate this level. Let me hustle my ass off so I can get away from all these simple-minded niggas. You know, so that's you know, and that's why when me and you used to talk, I'm like, George, the devil got us. He got us when we was kids, though. You know, he tricked us when we was kids. He made sure that me and you was gonna have to go through a glorious shit before we could put our powers together. Because if we didn't put our powers together when we was kids, we'd both be multi-millionaires right now. Because that's how two great-minded motherfuckers will work. And when I told you, I know you're a different type of brother because I had to work. I watched the work. I read it, looked at it. Oh, you got your favorite picks right here? Oh, this nigga, listen, he got a music section now? Okay. I better be in this motherfucker. And I'm checking, I ain't this. But you study, I like this, and this is why I like it, and this is who this is, share this, take this, and listen to this. And I'm like, all right. And then yesterday, a nigga asked me, is he still doing the 14 magazine? I said, man, I don't know. I said, I ain't seen it, but I used to fuck with that magazine. Real tough. And dude was like, who was it? Like, Chastain, I think. I was like, I used to fuck with that magazine real tough. He used to do a good job on that magazine, man. That was a good
Man, what I learned about that, man, I'm only powerful as the people who support me. If don't nobody support me, then I won't be able to sustain a good idea. No matter how great the idea is, I can't find people to support it.
Ain't that the worst?
No, it's the best. Because life keeps throwing up, you know what I'm saying, roadblocks. You keep finding alternative routes. And those alternative routes give you new tools, a new skill set. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so would you like some water or something to drink?
No, I'm good.